Ascension energies this week. So this is what I'm seeing, is this energy that's basically condensed in the crown area, and it's what it's wanting to do is expand and spiral up cosmically. Okay, and so we saw in the video yesterday, this fear energy was compressing the higher gateways. It wasn't allowing people to ground. And then you had these two kind of fear-based blocks here needing to pull out of the mass consciousness, see the higher perspective. So this is actually being caused because of this circular light-based energy that's really wanting to expand from your heart center. And you guys are actually compressing it out of fear. And where the fear is stemming from is possibly low self-worth, feeling like outcasted. You might be outcasted. It could be imposter syndrome, just not valuing your higher spiritual essence possibly enough. Okay, so that's what we're working on clearing, and it seems to be held primarily in the emotional body. So work to clear the emotional body as much as you can. You can work with water meditation. The green ray that we suggested yesterday is great. And processing your emotions so that we can open this up. Because what we're seeing this week, once you open that, and the primary focus for this week is self-love. So filling up your cup, being really nourishing to the self, allowing these emotional energies to flow out so that you can rise up to see the biggest picture, to step into your higher self, that actualization embodiment of your higher self. Okay, but we're seeing like a graduation into a higher octave, a new level of presence in the planet, on the planet. So a graduation of sorts here. And then with this graduation, if you allow yourself to do this, there will be a huge expansion in your psychic abilities. So you'll notice new gifts coming online, new abilities coming online. And also keep in mind, a lot of times you guys are doing this, you have these advanced gifts and abilities that you just don't really even know you're doing. So pay attention and see how things shift. Pay really close attention to the mind space, to the emotional space, and to how things shift and change this week, because there's an expansion here if you let it happen, okay? New gifts, new abilities, or more deeper awareness of innate gifts and abilities coming to you, okay? And this is stuff that you've probably been working on for a long time, these gifts and abilities, and maybe you've been working on psychic development or your healing gifts, etc. There's a level of mastery that you're going to achieve this year, or this week, sorry. And, you know, this could be moving out through the full year, so it's not going to all happen at once. But for some of you guys, there's this shift that happens. And if you're really in tune, you'll notice that things really do happen in an instant. And it's like in the quantum field, they're building up momentum and arranging, and everything's organizing, and all of a sudden it reaches a tipping point, and then this reality happens. And pay attention for that moment, because that moment, that shift could happen this week, and then it will play out for long term, okay? And then we have a shift into an expansion of your consciousness into the super conscious mind, into the divine mind. So understanding that you are source is you, and embodying that reality. So once you're able to understand that from a physiological place, start working from that space of creation through the divine mind. And for those of you guys in the Academy, the thought form workshops are starting this week. This is a great time to begin working on that. And so the Mercana green and the green ray, emerald ray energy actually works to activate the technology of the mind. And thought forms are the absolute manifestation of the quantum technology of the mind. Okay, so a lot of this is coming together with that thought form workshop, and highly recommend checking that out and starting that process now, no matter where you're at. So as far as work in the space, or just work in general, pay attention to the emotional space, allow yourself to clear, witness and release any self-limiting beliefs, imposter syndrome, self-worth, self-doubt, lack mentality. Allow those to be released. See things from the biggest picture so you can allow this energy to really expand. You'll see a shift this week, okay? So I hope that was helpful. See you next week.